guys, welcome to a new video. In this series, we are going to build a Flutter app. More precisely, we can say we are going to build a Grammarly clone. It will not be as good as Grammarly, but we can make an app that will check our text and correct the spellings or correct the grammar. Okay, we all know Grammarly. It is a writing assistance. Okay, writing assistant that we can use when we are writing something, writing some contents or assignment or anything, you name it. Okay, so in this series we are going to use Python as our Flutter backend. So this is going to be a premium content. Okay, we are going to see how we can build a Python backend and integrate it with our Flutter frontend. Okay, we are going to use Python Gingerit library to build our to make this possible, and we are going to use FastAPI to build our custom API using Python. So let's try our final product. Okay, let's say I buy it yesterday. Okay, it's as you can see, uh, it's wrong. Okay, let's try it. Let me click the correct it. Okay, now it's the app gave us our correct word. Okay, I bought it yesterday. Okay, as like this we can do more stuffs in this app using our custom backend and Flutter. So without any delay, let's get started. First of all, we are going to build our custom backend. Okay, we are going to use Python and FastAPI to build custom backend. If you don't know Python or FastAPI, I suggest you to watch any Python crash course. Okay, and if you know Python, I mean some basic stuff with Python, you can watch the FastAPI crash course. There is so many FastAPI crash courses available in YouTube itself. So let's watch one of it, and you can, after you understand some basic of FastAPI, you can start building small and your own custom backend APIs. Okay, custom APIs, and you can integrate it with your Flutter frontend. Okay, without any delay, let's get started. I'm disclosing this. We don't need this now. First of all, we are going to build our custom backend using Python and FastAPI. Okay. We are going to use Gingerit, Python. Okay. You can see grammar correction using Python. Okay, you can read more about Gingerit in this website, thecleverprogrammer.com. Okay. There is a demo in there. Okay, you can see. You can install it and use it like this. You can pass a text, and here it says, my name is Aman Karwal. I will went to university tomorrow, and Ginger corrected it like, my name is Aman Karwal. I will go to university tomorrow. Okay, we are going to use this library Ginger to with our FastAPI to build our backend. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, let's create a new folder. Let's do it in our desktop itself. Let's call it Gingerit. And go to the Gingerit app, and let's create a folder backend to create our backend, and we can create our frontend in another folder frontend. Okay, let's create the backend folder. And inside the backend, let's create a virtual environment. Let's name it VNV. Yeah, let's wait for it. Okay, if you are not subscriber to my channel, make sure you are subscriber, because from now on we are going to build. So I'm going to make some premium contents for you guys. So make sure you are subscribed and press the thumbs up button, guys. Okay, our VNV is created. Let's activate it. Okay, now we can install our libraries. Install FastAPI, and we need UVCon. I will tell what is UVCon, and we need Ginger. While okay, let it be, and we can check our FastAPI documentation. You can go to FastAPI, and you can see it's a very super documentation. Any beginners can understand what's going on in that documentation. Okay, you can see FastAPI framework, high performance, easy to learn, fast code, ready to production. It is very easy to learn. That's why I chose FastAPI. Okay, you can see FastAPI. It's very high performance on par with Node.js. When compared to Node.js, it is very easy to build a custom backend, but there is still much more room to improve for FastAPI. Okay, let's go to our tutorial user guide, and we can see the first steps. Okay, we don't need this now. We need to you can learn this by any by watching a crash course and some YouTube videos. Okay, this is the installation. We need to install FastAPI, and we need UVCon. Okay, UVCon, you know, actually we need UVCon to work on our local server. Okay, I think now our invalid requirements. Okay, let it install by one. Okay, now it's I think that comma is the problem. We don't need comma to install multiple libraries. You know, we can install UVCon. And next is Ginger it. We have opened our project in the VS Code, and we are all set with our requirements and stuff. And now let's start building our custom backend. Okay, first of all, we need to create a new folder inside our backend. Let's call it Gingerit, or we can call it Grammarly clone. Grammarly clone. Okay, Grammarly clone, and inside that we need one file, and it's our main.py file, and we need one more file called requirements.text. We need to add our requirements inside here. It's only needed when we are going to deploy our app into data. We will check data at the end of the video. So make sure you are subscribed to our channel, and if you need any more premium content, make sure you post it in the comment section. Okay, we are going to build much bigger projects in the upcoming videos, so make sure you are following me. Okay, so inside the requirement we can add our FastAPI, UVCon, and Gingerit. Now that's enough, and now let's start building our backend. First of all, we need our terminal, and let's navigate into our backend folder. And we need to go into our Grammarly. No, before that we need to activate our external environment. So let's activate it. Activate. Okay, now we have activated our external environment. Now let's go to our Grammarly clone folder. Grammarly clone. Okay. Inside here we can create our backend. First of all, let's create our basic hello world backend. Okay, first of all, we need to import our FastAPI from FastAPI import. Sorry, FastAPI. Okay, let's create our app instance. It's equal to FastAPI. It's very simple to create backends using FastAPI, much similar than Node.js and stuff. And there is so much room for improvement in FastAPI. Okay, we can uh, expect more from FastAPI in future. Okay, now let's create a basic get function, and the get we need a method. Let's return uh, custom backend is rocking. Okay, now we can use UVCon to run our custom backend in our local device. You can check more in the FastAPI documentation about UVCon and how we can create our first app, first project. Like in this documentation, they are showing you how we can create a blog. No, it's not a blog. I think it's a blog. No, it's not a blog. It's a something like an online store or something like that. I don't really remember. Sorry, my network is a little bit slow. Let's go to project and now run our project in this local server. Inside UVCon main colon app reload and click enter. Okay, now our app is running. Once it is running, let's control and click here. Okay, you can see custom backend is rocking, and if you want our FastAPI provide us with a automatic documentation, we can go to /docs to see our FastAPI Swagger documentation. You can see all the details about our get function here. Okay, and inside the FastAPI, you can read about all of this. It's very simple app, simple documentation and easy to understand. Okay, make sure you have some basic understanding of FastAPI and Python before watching this video. Okay, now our backend is set up. Now let's create our Gingerit functionalities. First of all, import the Gingerit from Gingerit dot Gingerit import. Sorry, import Gingerit. Okay. Now inside our function index function, let's see. Now let's create. First of all, let's create a path. Let's say Grammarly clone slash and let's give our text here. We need to provide our text inside path. Actually, this is better when we create it's like a post method, but for the simplicity and the purpose of making this app much simpler and understanding, I am going to use in the get method. Okay, if you know much, if you learn more about FastAPI, you can use the post method to do this because we are providing a text. Okay, and we are getting an information back. But I'm going to use the text. Then get the get method instead of post here. Okay, I'm just going to give the text inside the get URL. Okay, now let's say the charactered text variable equals gingerit dot parse our text. We also need to provide our text in the inside parameters. Text string. Okay. Now let's return the result. Can say return character text. Now let's try running our app. Okay. Reload our documentation and we can see. Okay, now we need to provide a text string here. It's required string, and only we get an output. Now let's try it out. We can say the same. We can try the same hi by yesterday. Execute. Okay, now we have the result. It's successfully give us the result. Text I by tested, and the result is I bought it yesterday. We can see some other things, but we only need the result. Okay, so we have built our custom backend. It's very simple. As you can see, it's very simple. We just built our custom backend. Just 7 lines of code. We have built our custom backend and we have built our Grammarly clone. Okay, and that's simple. Okay, FastAPI is very simple and easy to learn. Okay, now let's try it directly. Instead of this documentation, we can say directly. We can give Grammarly clone, and we can say I love cooking. Instead of W, I gave W, or I gave W. I love cooking. Okay, let's see what's the result. Okay, as you can see, text I love cooking and the spelling is correct and the result I love cooking. Okay, our API is correctly and perfectly working. Also, in the next video, we will see how we can deploy our FastAPI backend into data. Data is a sponsor of FastAPI and it's a server. We can very easily, deploy our FastAPI backend into data. It's very simple. Also, in the next video, we will see how we can deploy our FastAPI into data. In the upcoming videos, we will see how we can connect to the Flutter frontend with our Python backend and much more. So make sure you're subscribed and like the video. See you in the next video, guys.